Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye! Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
I don't know why I saluted her. She's a princess. Mika's account, surveillance monitor account, Fujiko's account, Sunny's account, invitation ticket. Okay. Gonna have to be really careful here.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
No, he wasn't.
That's not an alibi.
Was he? No.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Wait. I could support Fujiko's alibi. The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. Person who doesn't have an alibi for the time.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Does it count?
And what about the others?
I need to look through this. I need to look through this again. I need to look through Fujiko's account and Mikan's account real quick. Okay, Mikan. Right up in the morning, announcement in the morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fujiko. Fujiko's account. After Fujiko met Mika in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fujiko and Mika were only separated for a short time. Sonya's account. Hiyoko was dropped because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie on her own. That was when Sonya apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. I'm gonna have to look through this again just in case, but there's something not right here. Something is off that I'm missing.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I think we gotta support Fujiko's alibi. The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. Before and during. Hold on. And just look through this again. It's the accounts. I need to look through the accounts here particularly. Mikan's account. Right up until Monokuma announcement in the morning, Mikan was with Hajime. Before the announcement, she was with Hajime. I think I need to pair Mikan's account with Fujiko to back him up. I think. What about Fujiko's account? Mika in the front of the hospital, they split up. Yeah, okay, no, it's Mika. Because right up until Monokuma announcement that morning, Mika was with Hajime. So I can link them up together to support Fujiko on his alibi. I think. I'm gonna try it.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
I'm gonna try it.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Nope, that's not it. You can't support him through that. We're sleeping in our cottages, right? That's not an alibi since there's no one here to back it up, right? Hey Hajime, can't you do something about that? I'm counting on you to provide better cover fire.
Crap!
Made a mistake. Shit.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Maybe it's this.
if nobody has an alibi, then
No, shit. Shit. Oh my god. Damn it. That's not it. Oh god, this is gonna drive me up the wall. This is gonna drive me up the wall. You didn't do a mistake, girl. No, you didn't do a mistake. I'm messing up here royally. And no, it's not a pun for her being a royalty. Oh god, this is gonna be so painful. Okay, I gotta be smart about this. I gotta be smart about this. Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Right up until Monokuma's announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. After the morning announcement, she went to the hospital. Mikan doesn't have an alibi up until from morning announcement to body announcement. Because the body announcement happened only... Wait. There's a gap for her. There's a major gap for her, which is why it's a little bit confusing. I should probably try to use that here. Let's try using that.
Right before the morning announcement,
I'm gonna just play
I
cool.
was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Play cool. Try to think of
I
this.
think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Okay.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
Yes.
What about you guys?
Oh,
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
can't prove that.
That's not an alibi.
Okay.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
No, that's
Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay. God, it's. Oh.
Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Not gonna lie, it's a bitch sometimes. Like, this game is so well done, but sometimes it's just it leaves me confused. I have to focus on every single detail counts. Every detail counts. Every minor wording of every single alibi, or every single every single account has to count. You have to pay attention to it. I missed out the fact that there was a gap between seeing Hajime, and then there's a gap before meeting up with Fuyuhiko. There's a gap in her storyline that nobody knows to pinpoint whether she actually did go to the hospital to rest or not. And then she met up with Hajime. Oh no, not Hajime, Fuyuhiko. She could have done something else completely. Oh god, Mikan, please don't be girl, please don't be you.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Oh god, don't touch Yaki. Oh no.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Oh, please don't misunderstand.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Oh no. Oh no, Chiaki, no.
Too much info.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive us.
It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Wait, did I miss this out? I probably missed out the prompt. I completely missed out the prompt. Whatever. I missed something out, but it's still progressing, so I'm not gonna question it. As long as we can continue on, I cannot question it.
It's better if we think about it like that.
Okay.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
What do you mean? Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, we're still in the killer's trap? Wait! Why? Inside a trap, except for one of us. If so, then, whose? And what kind of trap is it? Was it break time? Oh. 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 Oh.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't be characterizing me as someone who lives off moss balls. And there's some chance time. What? What's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to claim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'd be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal's successful, it might be a merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl. Star Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who is sweet like milk. Milk is sweet, I guess? Jeez, and I thought a certain robot little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
What are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Wow. Oh, the show in between is just enough to make my heart feel just a little bit better before this whole thing. When I went 30 minutes into the recording of this, let's finish this. I bet we can finish this. It's gonna be a long ass trial. It's gonna be a real confusing trial, but we got a lot of questions answered, many questions still unanswered, and a lot more brought up as well. Let's do it. Class trial, reopen, all rise.
I'm Monomi. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Yes, you have, girl. Yes, you have.
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this?
I don't know.
We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Don't forget to save frequently. That is something I can support for sure. Back to this. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
Oh yeah, now that you made us think about it.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
Yep.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
Unless Hiyoko was an unplanned murder. I think I know what Nagato is coming off to. Unless Hiyoko was an unplanned murder, she wasn't meant to be there. They only meant to kill Ibuki. But Hiyoko was there as well, and she actually got caught in the murder sequence happening, so she had to be killed to silence her. And then in order to cover up for the murder and to throw us off the trail as best they can, the murderer probably used the movie afterwards, after the killing of Hiyoko, to set up the movie. So it was a last minute attempt. It wasn't an original plan to be so.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Actually don't. You actually say some smart stuff every now and then.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
No. The thing is, Ibuki's murder was planned. Hyoko's plan doesn't seem as planned.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Chiaki got this. I was suspicious of that in the first place. They were pinned to the tree, I guess.
But he Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
See, I thought for a second that maybe it was okay. The imitation was actually perfect, at least valid, because she was wrapped around the tree or the pillar. But now that I think about it, now that Jackie brings it up, there was only one wound in the neck. She wasn't, pierced by a volley of arrows. She didn't suffer multiple stab wounds.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Or they didn't plan for Hiyoko to be there, which I'm still going to be harping on because I still feel like it might be a valid option here.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
Jackie got it.
What?
Hiyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
No, she's actually spot on. And Mikan, why? I mean, Mikan is a quiet girl. I understand that completely. Mikan is a very quiet, meek girl. She's very, very like wallflowery child kind of thing. She's very off the side, and I'm cool with her, discussing this. But I'm still very suspicious of that quote that she said.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Sonya knows. Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hiyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hiyoko went to the music venue? Is that the key to all this? I need to find that out, no matter the cost. We know what it is. It was Sonya's account. Sonya told her that she needed to head over Wizard of Demonomy, Blood and Souls, Motel Room Key, Scrap and Thick Paper.
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
She didn't.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yep.
I agree with that.
She did. Sonya, you should know. You suggested her the idea. You should know.
It's just as Sonya said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease,
And Sonya would know why as well.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
That would take so long, wouldn't it?
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious.
They would have.
Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Maybe put it on her hand, on in a bow tie, tucked away.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Akane, what are you? Okay, hold on, Akane. Hold on one sec.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
No.
This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Is she Is this because we're saying she's wrong?
No, that's not the issue.
We are working with some really interesting characters. First, Gundam, and now Akane.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Okay. Roboto Showdown. Sonya's account has to be it.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her!
No, they didn't.
Damn it!
Can you just listen to what she's saying? I also need to respond. Oh god.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Advance. Okay, there we go.
Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
She's more stubborn than I thought. But I can't back out. I need to counter her remarks and show him our decisive proof.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
We gotta advance. We gotta keep advancing.
Get back down!
Failed? Shit. Tree, damn it. Let my guard down.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her.
No, he didn't. They
The
didn't.
girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
I guess we just gotta keep cutting.
It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Keep it advancing. We gotta keep it
There's
advancing.
no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono
Oh,
would be
shit.
that messed up. She fought the killer.
No, she
That's
didn't.
proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all.
No, it's not right, girl. It's not right. Trust me. Trust me on this. Shit. This is the final stretch of Akana's argument. She finally revealed her ace in the hole. It's clearly a contradiction of what she said. I need to tell her.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
No, shit, that's not it. Hiyoko's kimono was all messed up. Should be no doubt about that.
Crap.
Kimono was messed up. I should have seen that.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
She didn't. She didn't. She did not. She did not. Sonya's account will fix that. Oh, damn, girl.
The reason
Damn.
Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Got him.
Wear her kimono?
Yep.
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono.
Thank you, Sonya.
I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Is she serious about the last part? I mean, no, we gotta stay serious on this.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Kazuichi, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, Kazuichi. Kazuichi's a bro. Kazuichi is a bro. Oh god. Oh god. No. Nope. Chiaki, we're not gonna do it in front of Chiaki. We're gonna stay faithful to Chiaki. Hell no. Thank God.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Jesus, Kazuichi needs to pipe down a little bit.
Kazuichi. It seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Okay, Gundam, pipe down. We already had 2 murders. We don't need the 3rd person to die. Also, Kazuichi, you need to pipe down a little bit as well.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
For his sake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sonya, first of all, defused the situation, and second of all, she kind of burned Kazuichi there.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
That's what I'm on right now as well.
Coincidence?
Mm-hmm.
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
Yeah. I mean, she walked in, she saw what was happening, and the person that was the killer didn't want her, you know, telling others on what was going on. Clearly.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Oh god, girl, please don't give me that. Please, please don't give me that.
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the very beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. Nagito's smirking, he's smiling. He was told not to speak.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
He was told not to speak. Oh, son of a bitch.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps! Everyone actually needs help from scum like me!
Okay, less of depreciation, more helping on the case.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Didn't we just go over that?
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
So confirmed, she was murdered.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
But he did bring up the point that there was no evidence of bloody slippers walking around anywhere, so it couldn't have been Ibuki's murder.
Huh? Really?
Well, we kind of did, yeah. We kind of did talk about it, sorry.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we've finished talking about. These footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints of the... I know why! I know why! The thermostat was on... The thermostat was there to dry up the blood, if anything. Right? Maybe disrespectful for me to say this, but there's no problem with that, right?
Crap!
Never mind, shit. Something else, it's something else. Why weren't there any footprints on there? Why weren't there any footprints? Why weren't there any footprints? There were no footprints because They wiped away? How are there no footprints? Why were there no footprints? Curtain? No, it's not it. Never mind. Shit, what is it? There weren't any footprints on the stage. Or anywhere in the venue. Display problem, let's do this. Then why weren't there any footprints on the the step ladder? The step ladder never had footprints. Yes.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Well, there was some side blood stains.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video, hmm?
There was, wasn't there? There was! They used a candle instead of a stage light. Why would they use a candle instead of a stage light unless there was no source of light there in the first place? Or unless the camera was not in the same place where Ibuki was.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So it's just a thought. It comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach the hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, you should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debate thus far, should be able to figure out what's strange. We see particular things. First of all, the curtain. The curtain behind there does not resemble the curtain that is on the stage. Maybe it is. The wood floor is same as wood floor as... I guess it's any place that would have a wood floor. The one thing I considered is... maybe it could have been the conference. No, it couldn't be the conference. I know what happened. They put the curtain, the blocks of the curtain, from what's behind the actual Rio stage. There's something behind this curtain. This is a secondary curtain from the first curtain. The only light source of light is the candle. Whenever they could have used the actual like stage lights, but they didn't. The stage lights would have been on. The stage light was on when we found Ibuki. The stage light was on when we found Ibuki, but this time it shows a candlelight. Spot selection. Suspicious spot. It's down here. Hard based on what I saw in the video. This doesn't seem particularly strange. Should be something else. Something that's clear in the video. The step ladder! The step ladder!
Here!
No blood! I knew that was gonna come up.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Yep.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Why is Mikan being concerned about this? Oh god, Mikan, please, please. Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. Heyman's Gambit, okay. Heyman's Gambit. Alright. We got something to work with here.